right, let's talk about formulas in Excel. So the entire Excel document is what is called a workbook. Down here you have different worksheets. This one's called median, mean, multiplying, and you can click on them by going to different ones. And then if you click this, you'll notice there's a subtraction and an addition one. So you're going to complete each one of these. I'm going to show you a couple things on each one, and then I'm going to let you finish the rest on your own as part of your assignment. Okay, you'll notice that each row is listed by a number and each column by a letter. So what this means is where each row and column intersects is called a cell. So for example, right here, this highlighted cell, if I click on it, it's in column B, row 11, so it is cell B11. You'll know what cell you're in when you look up here and it says B11. Now, what does this mean? The reason this has become important is because Excel is amazing and it allows you to do what's called CellReference, which means you're referring to the cell address to do the math. So you don't actually have to do the math for you. So I'm going to show you two different ways to do addition, and then I'm going to go through subtraction, multiplying, mean, and median. All right. So anytime you want to do a formula, you need to start with typing an equal sign. So I'm in cell, and let me zoom in a little bit here more so you can see. And anytime you get in trouble, you can always delete and back up. There we go. It's a little bit bigger for you. Okay, so start with equals. That's when you're starting your formula. You'll notice as I'm typing up here in the top, you'll see a formula start to form up there. So everything I type will show up in the formula bar, that's called. And I'm going to start typing sum because that's another word for addition. Now you'll notice right here it says sum, most recently used. You may have to type SU, or you might even have to type the whole thing and then you'll find it showing up. These all right here are all the functions Excel has that start with the letter S. So I'm going to click on sum. It now has equals sum with two parentheses. Now the cell range needs to go in here. So I'm going to click, hold my mouse down, and drag. Okay? You'll notice then that the formula now says equals sum B7 colon B10. That means everything from column cell B7 all the way through in the column B to row 10 is going to be added together. Once you're done, you can hit enter. Okay? So that's one way to do that. Let me do that again. Equals sum. Click on the formula, click and drag down and hit enter. Now, if you go back, you'll notice here it says your answer is 130. If you click on the cell, up here in the formula bar, you'll see the formula bar using the cell reference, the cell address, versus the actual number. All right, now, another way to do this is if I highlight the cells I want added up, and then up at the top in your home row, you'll see an E. This is sum. And if I click that, it automatically sums and puts the answer in the cell right before where I highlighted. Okay, so now you need to finish the rest of the addition, and then you're going to go to the subtraction sheet. Now, subtraction is weird. It's the one formula in Excel that they don't have actual, like, a sum, median, that kind of thing. So you're going to start your formula, and you're going to click equals, click on the cell, minus, click on the cell, hit enter. Okay, let me zoom in again so you can see that. So equals, that's when you always know you're starting a formula. Click on the cell, minus, click on the cell. You'll notice again it says equals C6 minus C7 and hit enter. And that's how you do subtraction. Multiplying, okay, you can either use equals product, okay, it's product for multiplication, and highlight the two and hit enter, and that will multiply, okay, or you can type equals, click on one cell, asterisk, click on the another cell. Okay, so again, if I click here, it's equals product. If I click here, it's equals one cell, asterisk equals another one. Okay, in order to find the mean, This means you are finding the average. Means average. So again, let me zoom in here. And it even talks about it up here, but just in case, you're going to type equals average. And then you're going to highlight the cells you want to find the average of, looking just similar. Now, another weird thing that keeps happening with Excel, so we're here and let's say we highlight. And you see how it gives you this T2R times 1C on the screen? That's this random thing that happens with this new version. If you just move your mouse away before you hit enter, you won't have to worry about it. Okay? So, again, equals average, highlight, hit enter, and you can find the average. Now, why is it getting, see this little warning up here? If you click on this, it's either saying you've got a locked cell, help on this error, ignore this error. It says you have an unprotected formula. This error isn't going to affect what we're doing right now, so we're just going to say ignore error. Okay? Median, okay? This is the great thing about Excel, is somebody was brilliant enough to put in these formulas for you. So you just type equals median and highlight all the way down and hit enter. And that's how you find the median. Okay? So you need to finish the rest of these sheets, save, and then submit in eCampus.